What's going on YouTube? So today I'm gonna do a mid to low fade on my nephew right here, and I'm gonna show you the steps and my technique of fading, so check me out. So right now I just hit it with a number 6 on top. So I create my guideline from the tempo and I go all the way back to the occipital bone, and yes, I do create a harsh line. Now with the Bronze Series 9 shaver, I go ahead and clean them up, and the reason why I use this one is because it's very sensitive to the skin. It's not going to irritate it, so it's perfect for little kids, for everyone really. Right here I have the cordless masters and my lever is open, and I'm using the regular blade too. I'm just going to go ahead and create this guideline using my thumb to stop the clipper from going any higher that I want, and I'm just going to go around the head with this. Using the Speedo Guide guard, this is the 2-0, which is equivalent to the number 1. I'm gonna go open the lever and about the same thing, an inch across the whole head. Just clean it up, making it easier on myself to come back and then fading it. This is the number 3, and I'm just gonna go around the head again about an inch, and I'm just gonna clean it up and yeah, create my next guideline. So right here, this is the OA, but in reality it's a 3. Now what I like to do, since this is a little shorter than this compared to like a wall guard or whatever, you know, these guards run a little smaller, or I should say closer. I had this one set up like in the middle of my lever, and since he has some crazy colleagues, as you can see, I'm just kind of like shaping it like if it was a shape up, you know, like a fro cut. Alright, so this is basically like a number 2, right? And Speedo Guide says it's a 0, but that's what they refer. But notice what I did with my clip though. I chipped the corner of it, and the reason why I did that is because when I do that, it gets a lot closer to the scalp, where it pretty much turns into like a 1.5. So that's the cool thing about these guards. Like if you do that to those guards, they get a little closer, believe it or not. It's wild. Now this is the half guard by Andis, and this is the one that has the 2 magnets on the side. Why? Because I feel like this one's a little better than the one that's a single magnet. I could have used the Speedo guide and broke off the side, chip it, and it would have basically done the same thing, but I just feel like this one's a little smoother, believe it or not. This is a great guard to use if you're using masters and such, so yeah, that's what I used on this clip. So we're almost towards the end of the fade, and this is the part where I come in with the 0 gap trimmer and separate the shaver to where I'm gonna pick it up from my masters without a guard. I would say this is the part where most people have issues with, and that's the bottom line. To get rid of this, it takes a little bit more effort, and I would say a little bit more of a skill. I did wish that I had a new blade in this section, because I felt like I struggled a little bit since it wasn't the sharpest. Sometimes I use my thumb to push down on the skin, and that's why I get closer, because I basically push the skin down to the moving blade, which gets it closer. Thank you, man. Now my brother-in-law wanted me to line him up, and as you can see, he doesn't have the best lining. Naturally, it's all over the place. It's a little bit pushed back, so I really need to decide like where I'm gonna put it. And I try to go for the natural hairline, even if it's not sharp. It's a little kid, we don't want to push it back too far. We don't want to push it back too far on anybody. And if you're wondering what trimmer I'm using, is the Evo, and I think it's Elite Mods, where I'm able and capable of using the Andis-outliner GTX blade on this trimmer, and it's amazing. It's not the best for bulking, but when it comes to lining, it definitely eats. You already know I'm gonna be using the Turkish razor to finish up the lining. Same thing with this. This is an older Turkish razor, so the older they get, the more they start to get loose and not holding the blade as tight. So when they're newer, they're a little smoother and, like, you could say, sharper. So I think this was the last time that I used this straight razor, but I mean, it still did the job. So there you have it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, learned a thing or two. If you have any more questions, go in the comment section and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like the video, and if you can, subscribe and hit the bell too.